Hi, my name is Peyton Jones. I'm 16 years old and I go to Mandarin High School. This past summer, I went to Student Life Camp and I started sponsoring David through Compassion International. Before the service, I was looking at the tables outside and I was immediately drawn to David because he was from Guatemala and I knew I'd be going to Guatemala in the fall. After looking at David's packet, I went into the service and I was moved by Compassion speaking and their personal testimonies, and I knew that I was called to sponsor David. After I signed the contract, I had two major things to pay for now, my trip and my sponsorship. After talking to my friends when I got back home, they started to give me money because they wanted to help. God also provided me with a job, and it gave me clarity that both of these things were right. Monday morning around 9:30, I saw a car pull up and a little boy stuck his head out of the window, and I knew that was David. When he got out of the car, I showed him around the compound, and then I took him into our dining hall and I gave him his presents. When I gave him his presents, he was kind of shocked and didn't know what to do, and when he opened them, he was so grateful and gave me hugs after everything he received, and he was just so excited. Through our translator, David and I were able to interact and talk to each other. When we were hanging out, we talked a lot about his dad and how his physical needs needed to be met, and I got to spend time with his mom and his little sister. During those 2.5 hours, David got to put together his first puzzle and we got to color each other pictures. We were also able to go outside and I got to teach him how to play American football, but he just wanted to play soccer. Before he left, his mom came up to me and she was explaining how God heard her prayers and how the sponsorship was a blessing to her life. Before she left, we also prayed together, and David told me he loved me and he wanted to see me every day, and that just made me more excited to go back next year. That was probably the most impactful thing on my life, was to hear her share how she was praying for me, and in the meantime I was praying for her, and God just connected us through the sponsorship, and I was able to fly thousands of miles away and get to meet them face to face and to share the love of Christ that bonds us together. In James 1:27, it says, "Religion that our God Father accepts as pure and faultless is this, to look after orphans and widows in their distress and keep oneself from being polluted by the world." This verse really speaks to me because while I was there, I felt a tug towards the orphanage, and God gave me clarity on where I would live in my future and be the hands and feet of Jesus.